Hello, and I'm Tina, and welcome to Lakeshore Academy. Today I'm going to be talking to you about math and cooking. So, say for example, you have a child that has a very difficult time with math. And every time you even bring up the subject of math, it is really a war. Or let me stop being so graphic. It's really a difficult time for your child. So, in order to make math less stressful, take your child in the kitchen. You will be surprised at how much educational math resources are just in the kitchen. I know that I personally changed my whole kitchen into a grocery store in which I would have a list of different things, or I give them a certain amount of money, fake money, and tell them, okay, this is the money for your job. This is how much you get paid a week for your job. This is how much your mortgage or your rent is for this week. This is how much your utility. This is how much is your phone, and blah, 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 blah. And this is how much you have for groceries. So I go to the grocery store and get newspapers, and I have them use the newspapers in order to get their food and resources for that particular week or so. And actually put prices on the canned goods and everything, and have them go in and they do it. And it's so much fun. They love it. Then sometime I actually have my children with math. We actually make our whatever we're serving for lunch for that particular day. I will actually put it on a menu and have different food out, and they actually pick the different items, but they're different prices based on how much fake money they have. One of the children will be the waiter, and one of the children will be the actual customer, and we do that together as a family, both of us, and the children actually enjoy it. They have to add and subtract, multiply, divide, also have good people skills. We have different scenarios, from the outraged customer to the very confused customer to the customer that can't make up their mind, very indecisive. We have different scenarios in which we do and how they react to those situations. So, and we also do just literal cooking with cake, brownies, regular food. You just don't really realize how much math you actually using in your actual day-to-day life until you actually sit down and think about it. Because every time we go in the kitchen and we fix a glass of milk or any kind of beverage, we are actually doing fractions in our head. And let me explain to you how we are doing it. When you get a glass, you are deciding whether you're going to pour that glass 2/3 the way, halfway, or all the way, 1 cup. That is fractions. And just helping a child to see that, that everyday math that they do every day, that is practical and functional in regular day-to-day life. Even a child that has math stress or math anxiety, they begin to see the functionality of math and how they do need it. Because most kids that have problems with math, they develop a negative attitude towards math and say, I don't need math. And you're like, oh, yes, you do. So even when we go in the grocery store, sometimes I give each child a part of a list of items that I want them to get. And also based on the price that it was a week prior or a couple of weeks prior, I will actually say, okay, based on the price for last week, if it's higher than this, should we get it or should we not get it? We're trying to stay within a certain budget or a certain amount of money. We don't want to go over this amount of money. So by spending extra on this item, would it take away from another item that we're trying to get? Word problems. So you just be surprised at how much, and even down to when they have to go and weigh an item at the grocery store, dealing with grapes or bananas, seeing how much it weighs or how many ounces it weighs. Measurements. So just helping them to see that and taking them in the kitchen cooking, it really de-stresses. My daughter went in and baked the entire cake yesterday. Of course she was saying, Mom, this and that and this and that, but she actually went in there and did it. And I was like, you just went in there and did all those fractions and with no problem. But I handed her a regular book and she was like, oh no, I can't do this. But yet she went in the kitchen and did it herself. and she enjoyed it. And I tell you, that cake is good. So just showing them the functionality of math sometimes really helps de-stress the entire situation, where they can really see that it's practical, that math is functional, and it doesn't have to be so stressful. Of course, we're always going to have certain things that we're not particularly great at in math, but some people are great at everything in math. But but for most children, they have difficulty with math for some reason or another. So just having them, take them in the kitchen, de-stress. If you're having one of them stressful weeks and you're not getting anywhere with math, it's stressing them out, stressing you out. Take them in the kitchen and cook. Change your kitchen into a grocery store. Change your kitchen into a restaurant and have fun. And I guarantee that'll be the best math lesson they ever had for the week. And they'll learn more than they learned that entire week, because it's fun and they actually want to learn it. And they don't even realize they're learning it. They're just having a great time. So again, this is Tina from Lakeshore Academy. Have a great day. Bye.